Tell everyone about the book and about Marcel.
Well, Marcel the Shell is a character that I created with my husband, Dean Fleischer Camp. And he's a shell, and he has one eye and two shoes and a face and a personality, like many of us do, just have personalities.
Yep.
Yeah, and he lives in a little container in my home, surrounded by cotton balls.
So he's, it's really hilarious, and there's over 34 million views of the 3 videos you have on YouTube. And how did you come up with this character?
Well, he has a little voice that...
Your voice is, it's you, it's your voice.
It's my voice, yes.
You're talking like he has, so it's you.
Right, his voice is like...
It's like this. Can you hear it?
It's like a little voice. And I started doing it because I was at a wedding with some friends, and I was stuck in a hotel room with my husband, my best friend, my friend Mike, his husband, lots of men. They were all everywhere using the bathroom and like just crowding me, and I started to feel really small and started to be like,
I'm never going to get into the bathroom.
that's art.
And that's how you came up with this whole thing, and now look at it. Let's show everyone. It's really, really funny.
My one regret in life is that I'll never have a dog. But sometimes I tie a hair to a piece of lint and I drag it around. I love you. Come on. Come. His name is Alan. Guess where I found him?
Where?
Under a tooth. Well, you know what they say.
What?
Lint is a shell's best friend.
It's so great. It's so great. I love the voice. I love the character. I like that it's a dog, it's a piece of lint.
Yeah.
But now I must ask you this question. So you grew up, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. There's a lot of old houses there.
That's right, and I grew up in a genuine haunted house.
Okay, so when you were a little girl, you knew it was haunted when you were young?
Yes, I knew it was haunted. My parents, when they moved in, they bought it kind of like with all the furniture in it. The people had died, and I'm getting scared even telling the story. But so my mom was like the runner on the stairs. She's like kind of a hypochondriac sometimes, and she's like, it's making me, I'm gonna have an asthma attack. So they tore the runner away, and underneath they found all these packets of letters that were written to someone who had lived in the house, but they weren't from her husband. They were from like a sea captain from a ship. And they were like romantic letters, and my dad is a poet, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna write a story, I'm gonna write about these, I'm gonna write poems about this. So he put the letters in his study at the top of the stairs, and then a few nights later, my mom smelled pipe smoke, and my dad smoked a pipe, of many different kinds of pipes, and a family tradition.
Well, now we're not gonna believe any of it, because...
No, I swear, Ellen.
All right.
And my mom smelled the pipe smoke, and she was like, Ron, come to bed. And she rolled over, and he was asleep. So she's like, oh, you left your pipe burning. You're going to burn down this new old haunted house that we just bought. And my dad is like, I didn't smoke my pipe tonight. So my mom, of course, is like, well, then there's a robber in the house, and he's smoking a pipe. And he's going to, he's going to steal all of the junk that's in here, I guess. And so my dad went out into the hall, and he looked onto the stairs, and he said, like, he saw it, but he kind of didn't see it. And what there was standing there, this sea captain who was just like looking at him, kind of pleading. And of course, my dad is like, and then like jumped into the bed. And my mom was like, well, we can't bring up our daughters in this like crazy haunted house. And so they asked their sort of like shaman type friend, and he told them to burn the letters because they're none of our beeswax. And we did, and the ghost never came back, but everyone in my family has seen other ghosts, and I've never seen one ever.
You've never seen one?
I've never seen one.
So just your father, who smokes some type of a pipe,
right,
has seen a sea captain.
Yeah, my dad.
All right, well, not really a haunted
That's
house.
fair. It's fair.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now, you did not grow up in a haunted house.
What?
Yeah, no,
Well, my mom, actually, she saw one a couple weeks ago, and she's so used to seeing ghosts at this point. I was like, well, what, is in front of her bed, I guess. And I was like, well, what did you do? And she was like, well, I said, this is really annoying because it's in front of the bed and I want to go back to sleep.
Wow, so they just accept that there's ghosts in the house?
Yeah, they've just seen so many ghosts. And I feel like the ghosts are waiting, since I'm the only one that hasn't seen one. They're like, we got to do something really good for her now.
Yeah.
Well,
when it happens, let me know. Come back and tell me about it.
Fine.
Yeah, I won't believe you.